After reviewing the top version of the new EliteBook 845 G10, we now take a look at an exciting configuration with the low-power display and the AMD Ryzen 7 7840U. Thanks to lower power limits, this configuration remains much quieter when working. The EliteBook 845 G10 has already been the subject of a review here at Notebook Check. The optional 120Hz display with brightness levels of above 500 candelas per square meter offers very good image quality, but also negatively impacts battery life due to increased power consumption. Moreover, the new Zen 4 processor in the HS series was very fast, but the high power limits of at least 35 watts occasionally resulted in annoying fan activity from time to time in everyday use. Now we take a look at another configuration that combines an AMD Ryzen 7 7840U and a low-power display at 400 candelas per square meter. Ideally, the lower power limits of the processor should provide for much quieter fan activity and the display for significantly longer battery run times, which we have of course tested. Our test device also offers 16 GB of DDR5 RAM in a dual-channel configuration and a 512 GB PCIe 4.0 SSD. Instead of repeating ourselves in certain areas, especially in terms of equipment, we refer to our detailed review of the high-end configuration. However, there are also some unexpected differences that are of course taken into account. In a direct comparison of the two EliteBook 845 models, you notice right away that HP uses different top covers here. Our campus variant has a recess at the top and does not have rubberized feet. When you open the screen, from about 135 degrees, the entire rear edge rests on the surface. The lid feels a little smoother and cooler, but there are no differences in stability. The internal structure also differs slightly, as there is no additional cover for the M.2 2280 SSD. Basically, the ports of the two 845 G10 models are identical, but our low-priced variant does without the smart card reader and the SIM card reader. Otherwise, the range of USB 4.0 and regular USB-A ports is still very good. A direct comparison of the two configurations reveals that the keyboard is not 100% identical. The keyboard of our variant is minimally louder, and the keys also seem slightly more clattery. Nevertheless, the keystroke itself feels identical, and you only notice these differences in a direct comparison when you test both devices side by side. Overall, we can give the all clear. The keyboard is slightly weaker than in the high-end configuration, but still very good. The campus version is equipped with the matte low-power IPS display, and the resolution is 1920 x 1200. The subjective image impression of the panel is good, as bright areas do not appear grainy. Content is clear and colors appear vibrant, but the panel is undoubtedly not as good as the optional 120Hz WQHD panel from the high-end configuration. Due to the frequency of 60 Hz, movements are not as smooth and response times are significantly slower, which results in slight lag, ghosting. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.